Okay, so today I think it's something about reading kind of a small projects and try to understand what this particular project is doing, and also we are going to do some code reading, like how to read code and how to understand other previous projects and code. Because what I find is sometimes sometimes we don't even have issue like reading our own code. So like, and if you ask you to, okay, can you read someone else's code and quickly understand what the code is doing, is like how it's working, and yeah, I try to find something that is interesting, or at least for myself, and kind of motivate myself to reading it. Um, yeah, just dive into this particular project. Yeah, I just find it interesting. Yeah, I will read the source code of it, and yeah, maybe try to run it. Maybe I'll be maybe there's a bit not safe for work, but just be careful. But most but today's task is reading the source code of this pornhub downloader. So let's clone these projects to the directory. So git clones Jovis clone projects, because I love those kind of crawler, and you know and you can download things from say YouTube video websites and stuff. Yeah, it's not just like for porn for sake, but I think it's just really interesting to see how things works. Okay, so we see into it. So we are on the master branch. Um, these guys, I'm using I think I'm using a plugin called git prom, and you're just indicating okay which branch you are in, and the lot of information about the Git repository. I think it's quite useful. Yeah, you might want to have a look at this guy. For now, yeah, let's dive into the projects. Okay, branch off. So you can see we have two or just one master branch. So because I'm going to add some comments to the source code, basically I try to understand what the source code is doing. So I will say git branch test. Okay, so git check out the test. So I'm a test branch, and then I can do whatever I wanted, and it won't mess up the source code. Maybe have a look at the JSON.package.json. So you can see, okay, so we start reading the code. So the way I read it is just line by line, and then in each line I'm reading chunk by chunk, and for each chunk I need to understand exactly what they are and what they're doing. It seems a bit slow at the start. I think it gets really fast once you have enough practice. And yeah, so the first line is saying, okay, this is the Lamb project and this is the version, and obviously tell you what it's doing. So obviously download videos, from pornhubs, and entry points index.js. So you have two scripts. One is test. The one's using babel-node, so means that means we going to use ES6 syntax, and we kind of transpile all the source code inside the source directory. So you can see the field file. I just picked a very small project so I can easily work on it. And we're looking for 2015 syntax, stage 3, stage 0, 1, and 2, I think is lock that stable compared to stage 3. Yeah, this repository type git, and that's the home. And then we have keyword called Cora, no pornhubs, and obviously it's the authors, MIT license. And here we put issues, and we have homepage, which is the README, and then here we have dependency. So the babel ES links, so it's linking your source code. We transpose source code in runtimes. We have zeros, so it's very typical because basically it's like jQuery. You can log into the HTML tag and then you grab the information. You have colors. Not sure what does. Yes, links. So it's kind of linter with MBNB kind of standards. We import ES links and ES6 for linter and linter for React. So they're all linter plugins. And we have nodejs, kind of utilities with logs, I assume. mkdir-rp, I'm not particularly sure. I think it's mkdir with creating directory. Yeah, maybe just look it up. What's that thing? And the moment is for time, and then there's progress for progress bar. And yeah, you can see it's mkdir-p, which is like you create multiple directory, and if they not exist, it will create it around the way. So that's what the -p for. Super agent is for, you know, kind of like hitting a browser. Okay, let's go back to it. Okay, so so it's quite small, so we just go straight to, let's go inside the configs. So okay, so you can see here it try to define constant and export it. So you define the starting page. So normally those websites are kind of you know, have a listing, or basically have lots of thumbnails on a single page, on page, say page 1, and then you move on to page 2, you know, and then there are a lot of thumbnails, so very typical porn site, yeah, you know. And basically we say we start at page 1, and I think that's the maximum page we look through. So it makes page 1000. So there's quite a lot of video. So we search in China. I'm not sure why you want to search China, but yeah, search for China, and you can see they're all caps. And this guy, we just try to download things, so that's where your video stored, I assume. Store in downloads, so you will play it along the way. Rockmo tab. So if you look at this guy, it seems that the resolutions 600K. What does it mean? 600K is the resolutions. I don't know what's that. And this is the quality of the video format. So this is the size. Is it? Demo. A lot more. So we're doing a lot as well. So it's 3 minutes for timeout. take to download, or try out in 3 minutes. We load later on, and we have the entry point, I assume, index. Okay, so what we do is we try to import the downloader from libraries download. So I think this is the kind of the main download utility. So I'll say download utilities. So we took it from pornhubs. And allowed for particular site. And here we use all the constant we defined before. So you will say we select page 1, maximum is 1000 pages, we search China leads, not most depth, and from config.js file. Yeah, just going through chunk by chunk for each line and try to understand what's going on. And we have a logger. Logger, I assume, is logging actions. So you can see it in the live directory. There's download, you have the pornhubs, and you have the logger. And not sure you have to put the .js there, but yeah. And we instantiate the logger and the mode step mode. So we say logger instance, and obviously we use a sync away here. So we have task constant, and we are using sync in the way here. So then it's kind of a synchronized action to getting from some information from pornhubs. So we say things, and then we'll try catch thing here. That means it will throw arrow. And we start at page 1. And there's a for loop here. Basically, we try to loop through, say, 1000 page. I think that's quite a lot. Maybe I change it to much smaller, so it saves a bit more time. Okay, let's change it. Maybe say 2 pages, 3 pages. I'll change it here for say 2 pages. Okay. And we have a query instance. So we so you try to search each page, and then we have the search keyword as well. Okay. So I would say page index and search keyword for each period. Okay, so does it mean it say on page 1 we search page 1 and then we search China, and then on page 2 we search China, something like that. Okay, so move to the next one. So we have constant called key info. So we obviously want to get some information from pornhub based on what we're passing here. So get page, say get pornhub info from page 1 and try to do. So here and it seems might be an array. Key infos is array, and if there's something, so we look through each. Okay, so you try to query it, and it will return result, and we just look through each results, and the result we have the video URL, and then we just download based on the URL. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so it's try to use the way to kind of make it, you know, way like the synchronized programming style. Constant. So we look through each info, and he say wait. So we're waiting for pornhub to get download URL. So basically get down URL from key. So basically this guy is get the URL from info key. So get the URL. If the URL doesn't need, you have multiple URLs. So URL length greater than 0. You know, before I use this particular method, I literally copy every word or every return for each line. So I would say I used to do this right away. Downloader. You know, basically I just copy everything, and then I found that it doesn't improve my comprehension. So the new way or the better way I found out is, okay, I need to use my own word to describe what this line is doing. And so basically this guy say download video based on the URL. So I just went through everything, and then I understand what's going on. So it's really clear. Because the idea is kind of based on from speed reading. So speed reading doing two things. One is speeds. You kind of skim the pages, skim the paragraph, and then the other part is comprehension. So these two things are kind of contradict to each others. So it's very hard to balancing two of them. Like if you make it too fast, and your comprehension will drops. If you want to understand more, and then obviously your speed is low. So but this can apply to to the code readings skill, and I used a plugin called Chrome Speed Reading. So there's plugin for speed reading, so we can actually apply this particular techniques to code reading, because you can definitely speed read the code and also have some comprehension as well. So arrow and yeah, so I use this guy to help myself to speed reading documentation, particularly because there's a lot of documentation in the read. And yeah, just try this guy out. It's very useful. And so down the index, so we do the lib. So we download us. Okay, so let's see. All the way up. Okay, so use HTTP request. So there are actually two. So one is HTTP, one is HTTPS. So secure HTTP request. FS is file system. Nodejs FS. I need to drink some water. Yeah, so FS is file system. So we're doing file operation here, and obviously something about URL. We're doing things with URL and progress bar. Download progress. So we make directory as well. And we have one moment, which time base, and we have logs and things. So we have the DI is download normal depth, timeout 3 minutes, from config.js, and we have the log as well here. Our instance. So and one more thing is if you want to read the code, because right now we just like reading the code statically, we can actually use the load debugger to read it line by line and then inspect the value of the variables. That's another technique we can use. I'm not going to use here at the moment. It is. So get file and yeah, okay. So URL contains file and we use federal file here. Yes, ES6. So the last time we are at get file name from URL, so obviously, excuse me, to drink some water. So the URL definitely has the file name of the video, and we define the variable here, and URL.pass. So we pass the URL, get the path name. So what it does, I just look it up here. Path name is the so basically, if the URL is something like this, and then we get the last part of it. So if I want to do it, I would say, yeah, just help me understand what's going on. So get this, we get this guy. And Okay, so here what we try to do is just make it clear. So basically we try to pass the to use the slash as the delimiter, and then we try to figure out, okay, where's the last part. So the first guy is saying, okay, slash list to be there, and then we it's basically to be getting the questions and numbers in the particular case. Save, and it to be 2 parts, at least 2 parts. And then we grab the array of section, and then we try to get the last part. And if we have something like xx.mb4, then we lose the file RAM of the video. mp4, let's pick it up. If we don't have file RAM, we just say, okay, just format is no file RAM, use, like 2017, say July, this month, day, and we have hours, minutes, second. Let's make up something, and then return the file name opposite. And we check the URL, the dir directory. So basically, this guy's okay. If the URLs, check if the URL there, if the dir are there, not there, created. Check dir exists, not there, create. Okay, so and this guy we actually export, allow other file to use it. So download from URL. So obviously it is give a URL and with download. And this guy is we get file name from URL. So basically it is, because I think, so we already read through this guy, so you should have some idea so you should be able to summarize what this guy is doing, because if you run through the long process, like understand each line of the code, what it's doing, and in your brain you should have a summary like what's doing. So basically just try to not just like get file name from URL, but inside it is doing, it get the last part of the URL. So basically what it's doing is get the last part of the URL and treat it as a file name. If the file name is not there, just use the date format for the file. Yeah, that's what it's doing. So get file name from last part of URL or day.md4. So just to give you an idea like how to understand it. It doesn't mean exactly what it's doing, but you know in your mind. And we do slide, URL slide. Not sure what's this. So it seems it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 characters. I think try to get HTTPS or HTTP, so it detect the protocol. Okay, detect auto. The spell protocol, HTTP or HTTPS. You know, doing here is quite slow, like because basically we literally go line by line, but in real life, after some practice, you should be going very fast, and you don't need to write everything. And here we create promise. If you don't understand what promise is, look it up. Basically, promise is basically what promise is. Okay, it's like yeah, I love to use this example. Basically, it's like you calling your mom, okay, but your mom is not there, and you're just waiting, and you don't know when she's going to call you back. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next 10 minutes, maybe next few months. You don't know, so you just keep waiting until you get a result. So PM means promise, assume. So we are waiting for something, waiting for result or response. And we check, basically check downloads is there, download is there, and then we append the file. So they are pass file then. Something like this, and so it detects. So you try to detect so we can duplicate the download. So load do downloads plain new line log debug information. I think that's where that's where they're using the colors. I think previously, if you remember, there's a plugins module imported. So debug info, and you have result true, so you will know the waiting is finished, the promise is finished, and then we will return result true, and we return nothing. And that's why we use the timeout here. So obviously we have the host. What's the path? URL path. A bit slow here because I'm uploading the tutorial. Nodejs. host and path. Just give here, maybe come back later. Okay, so we have a kind request. And the path is basically the path name, something like that. So kinds. Okay, what's kind? Okay, what's kind? Kind is HTTP or HTTPS. Okay. Use this max. Okay, so the last time we are here, so I'm reading the client.get. So because I realized the client is HTTPS or HTTP. So okay, so they are the HTTP clients. So okay, those definitely is an instance. Okay, so I'll say HTTP S clients. So we definitely try to get some. We try to query the URL. The host plus host plus path, and then we're waiting for the result. Call that result. So we have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Timeout. Okay, so result socket set timeout. Okay, interesting. So you can I didn't know this guy. Let's say socket timeout. And so we have constant called total length. So the length of the content. So I would say maybe the size of the file. So we're doing the result of the result headers. So we're looking for length. 10 is it 10 decimal system. So basically it is the size of file or video. And then it's greater than 0. Okay, so you're using okay, interesting. So HTTP or HTTPS have something called this result.sockets. Okay, sockets. Socket if once timeout. So we say error. Remove file. So we don't keep any file as long as this timeout. So we write a file to the destination, which is the thing is called node. Something like this. Obviously, this is the progress bar. And you can see the progress bar is, have some style there, and you can do so you can actually sub the variable, the bar, and then you have currents, total percent, and so the bar is kind of okay, total percent, right, yeah, so we need to look up the API for this guy. And we're reading a file chunk by chunk. So and we see later, and we write chunk by chunk. What's WS the file string? Okay. Y file, which is this guy, Y string, and text with name of chunk. So it's moving forward bit by bit. So it's down. So it tells you it's down. So it's end the stream as well here. Down. And the file. So the points and arrow as well. So you can see here we all return true here, result true. And then return the promise. Okay, so last time we are looking at blocker.js, which is this file. Nodejs, blocker.js. So we try to import the safeguard here. And this color we have set themes. So it's okay, greens, one yellow, darks, blue, yellow, red, and we create the class here. Obviously we have the constructor. So we can other pass so we have the attribute called option and mode depth. So mode depth is so basically the bar is blue in depth mode. It seems only trigger in the depth mode, okay. And we pass the object to log of the object, pass in, okay, green, okay. So basically it's setting colors from yellow, red. Okay, we not only export logger, but also says default now let's look at the pornhubs. So we import super agent. Super agent is live HTTP clients. And let's say jQuery. Why I put jQuery here is kind of if you understand something, you don't kind of try to connect to another, so it just can help you to understand it. Nodejs, so think of like utilities to do things, and obviously you have log, you can say print different colors for nodejs objects, and we have that most of the time is log instant with the mode. Okay, so here's we export. So basically, we try to define a function. So this function is called, and we also export it. This function is called getInfo, and with param queries. So obviously the base URL. Yeah, just type base URL. And we have something called page. Page means if the query is not defined. Page one. So that means we start at 1 or more. Okay. And we have where's the linter? Just forgot. Yeah, a bit slow here. So if you remember, there are two parameters for the queries. One is the page, the other one is the search keyword. So search keyword, and say so query is defined, or is defined, and the words greater than 0, and then we use the word. Let's say it. So still base URL. And if the words were then go to 0. So yeah, this is the timeline. Okay, I don't know what to write, and just just copy it and base URL. So this guy you can put variable inside it. You will evaluate it. So basically URL is like when I put in the full URL will be like HTTPS. I just copy this guy. I copied it and we have saying search and just copy it. So basically it's search keyword and send to the page, and that's how the API works. So no search keywords encode URL. So somehow we do encode it, and we pass. We build a promise and we use super agent and the HTTP clients. I didn't know much about this guy, but I'm showing it's HTTP clients, and we say we get the URL, we set a timeout, so it's 3 seconds to stuff, and then 60 seconds maximum. We have an error, we have the error, so obviously it's so somehow it didn't reject it, so you can see it's comment here. So we print it out in a new space, 0 error, so it just like emptied. So it just kind of return emptied. Return empty stuff, emptied array. If error, and here these real things, and obviously is true. So JQ start here, and array info. So this is the video box. Each box we have elements. So we have so the box elements. So basically, you can look at the actual pornhub page and try to find out the class. And inside the element, you can find video background. So you can find image. So basically, try to get a title. Get title of video. And then we have URL. So try to get the image URL. So you can see it's quite deep. So we go to the first class preview, and then we get to the img class. So background class, pg class, actual img element, and source, and key is the wiki, and then let's this guy. So we push it to array, and pull it, so we have catch as well, promise, get best qualities. So basically it's a function So I pass the info array, coordinates, int, and for each info, if the info push. Infos. So info array, and then we have call for the array. Yeah, I'm not sure what's this, guys. Get max int from array from array ES6 and so we look for each info and send off on a if we find the max matchup and then return the URL. Info dot qualities. Okay. Get download URL from key. Okay. So we actually, I think the key is like the ID, is it? Key is ID of video. So there's another promise here. How's the code? So it's pretty much finished. Here you go, and the promise. What is the URLs? View video key. Again, very similar to the above. So it says HTTP can get URL and 0 0. So we have result, text index, media definitions, the index, and index substring. So style media and video not available, and then we get the get things in the middle. So you can see that we have this called rest.text. Yeah, I don't know what this. It's kind of hard coded. I have to use the debugger, node debugger to look at it if I want it. Substring. So we start here and then we get info array. So okay, so it's a JSON. to the array. Okay. So info array, and then we get the best coordinates. So what exactly get best coordinates? So that's the return. So basically return the video URL. Okay. And this, okay. Return best video URL based on return video array. Oh, I made this the right contain different video. Okay. Okay, let's just start around it. So basically it's added from download from key. I'm just getting URL and download it. And this part is the streaming. Okay. So you can run this. So npm started. Okay, so pretty cool. You can use using babel-node, and then you can run ES6 npm start. I forgot, and then install. Project started. Okay, so let's start here. So slow. Yeah, so you can see here is npm started, and then started downloaded here. Yeah, just very slow today, and yeah, it's basically it's working. You can see the download directory is here. Yeah, so that's it for today.